Okay, I had to unmute myself. I almost just started talking and going for it. I am doing great. Thank you so much, Tony, for having me on. I am just honored to be here. This journey, I have always loved travel. And so, the Jerry Maguire movie where, you had me at hello.
Yeah.
Well, you had me at travel. Like this is when Heather introduced this to me, I was like, sign me up. I'm not, do not pass go, do just go. And what I've always loved about travel is the fact that you go on these experiences. And I love personal development. I love the transformation process and watching the aha moments. But when you're on the beach and your nervous system is getting regulated and you are around people and the light bulbs are going off, you're getting that new energy. That's what happens on the trips. And that's why travel is so important. And is that why that's why we are giving this gift
Mhm.
to others when we share this. It really truly is a gift. And that's why it's not pressure. It's just sharing the gift of love because we do care for them. And, before MWR life, I had gone through some transitions in the last several years. Lost my mother about a year ago, and she was my best friend. She taught me, though, to go after life and to live your dreams. And I'm so grateful that she planned those things in us. And we was on a trip to Alaska several years back that we took her on. And I will never forget the moments of the dog sleds and the mud was flying all over her and the laughter. And those are core memories that are with us forever. And that's what happens, the gift that you're giving these people whenever you're sharing this. But before MWR life, I just had been this season of grief and confusion. And, I just turned 50 like last week. And like, I'm trying to find myself again. I don't know if there's anybody else out there that you're just like, maybe you're not almost 50, maybe you're younger, maybe you're a little older, but you're like, who am I? What is this person? I've got this, sagging skin. I've got my body parts are just doing things that they didn't used to do. And who am I? And it was actually on one of the trips. It was the Dubai trip that really shifted a lot of things, but got to go to Cancun and met Tony and Rhonda, which am forever changed just by that trip alone because they're a total blast. If you've been in their presence, you know what I mean. And then I went to Vegas. And so each thing was building. It was building back some things in me that I had really kind of lost along the way and just kind of gone silent because of life and things. And then Dubai happened. And I remember having this moment. One of the mornings is getting ready for us to go on one of the excursions. And I just was like, why don't you coach? And I've been a coach, I've been a certified coach. I've just, hadn't like used it in a minute, like professionally. And it was in that moment, it opened it up. And I was like, oh my goodness, I can coach anywhere in the world. I can be on the beach coaching somebody. I mean, obviously get to do this in our business and get to help people step into who they are. And this travel company is really a tool. It's a tool that can go along with anything that anybody is doing, whether you're a stay-at-home mom, whether you're a coach or whether you're a teacher or a nurse, any profession, everyone who's living and breathing needs a vacation. If they don't say they do, they need it. And so when I started I felt like that awakening happened for me. And it's like everything lined up, everything just came back into order that had been really kind of dormant for a minute. And so I'm forever grateful for it. And the people that I've met and there is something about being in the room. And I loved how Tony said this when we were in Vegas and before we got to Vegas. This is you got to get to Vegas. So by the way, if you've not registered for the Dallas event, I'm in the Texas area, it is in my backyard. You've got to register for these events. And the reason why is it's not just hype. You literally get into the room and you're around that energy. You're around that excitement, that belief. Because I don't know about you, life can throw some, curveballs at us, and we need to put ourselves on purpose in places that we'll wake up and we'll be energetically aligned, and we get these aha moments, and we get to go into that step into that creative space. So get to Dallas is all I got to say to that. But I would say any takeaways, what I would say is just jump in. I jumped all in and started sharing with others and had people that are using the platform and getting incredible benefits from it because it's just that good. I mean, you're on here, you know it's good. And don't be afraid to share part of your story. share part of why it's important to your heart, because people hear that. They hear authenticity, they hear that connection, and they're looking for a way to level up. They're looking for a way to improve their life, and you could hold the key to that. So I think that's all I got, Tony. I just
You know what's really interesting, Veronica, is I remember the conversation you and I had as we were getting to know each other, and we were talking about this trip to Dubai, right? Which was so far out of the scope of like God possibility, and we play these mind tricks on ourselves, and God, can I afford it? Can I do it? Should get the next one? And the decision that you made when you said yeah, just say yes, just do it. It was in Dubai where everything, like you said, like everything it unveiled itself to you. And I love the fact that you said that because I everybody that's watching this, every time we unveil something, whether it be a promotion or an event, a life experience, you know, an opportunity to go like something like Dallas and be part of history, you know, we always have this dialogue that happens. And how different would your life be right now if you would have said no to Dubai, even though your gut was saying yes? How different would it have been? You probably wouldn't have got the answers you were looking for. And I
yeah.
always say that, you know, travel heals. Travel allows your soul to communicate to you, allows you to connect, get answers, right? And you got a
Mhm.
big one.
I did. And I'm glad you brought that up because there was I booked the ticket and then I wanted to throw up. I was like, "Oh, what did I just do? What did I just do?"
Yeah.
And that's normal because fear and excitement, they actually have the same frequency. They have the same energy. And but I knew that I was saying yes to changing something. And there was just these major, really cool shifts that started to align and get in place. And this is what happens when you say yes to your future. You don't always know how it's gonna, the how and the why. You just say yes and you go forward. So
I love it.
it
Well,
did change
congratulations
everything.
on your decision to say yes. Congratulations to the
Thank you.
everything that happened because you said yes. And I'm excited about the new path that you're on, which is an extension of you, right? This whole
Yeah.
travel thing, this coaching thing, your beauty thing, everything is just an extension and an opportunity for you to get better. And I know the world is a better place because of that decision of you saying yes. So thank you, Veronica.
Thank you.